Good morning, everybody. This is C Mindy Mom, and I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. I am in my kitchen making my breakfast and getting my lunch together because I'm going into work for a little bit. So I thought I would take you along today and show you what I am eating on the WW Freestyle plan. So here we go. Okay, you guys, breakfast is in the toaster. I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a minute, but it is Tuesday, February 5th. We are already 5 days into February, and I'm so glad. Is anybody else really glad that January's gone? I know I shouldn't wish time away, but I think I mentioned before that January's always been kind of a tough month for me, just mood-wise, and, you know, the weather's not good, and just feeling a little post-holiday blues and depressed. And for me, it's not a good weight loss month either. I know that sounds crazy because, you know, everybody's like, kickstarting their efforts. They're hitting the reset button or they're just getting started, and you have all these people who have great numbers and great losses throughout January, but that is not the case for me. I did a good job of maintaining throughout the holidays and throughout the end of the fall, but January was tough. So it's February now. I'm really glad. I'm having a good couple of days here on plan and going to try to keep that going today. So my breakfast is almost done. I'm making a breakfast sandwich. I've already had a bunch of water this morning. Ding, there it is. And so I'll show you what I'm having for breakfast and what I'm taking with me for lunch to work. Okay, what I have here is a breakfast sandwich. I have one of these Love and Fresh English muffins. These are from Aldi. They're 3 smart points a piece. I have one wedge of Laughing Cow creamy queso fresco chipotle. It's 1 smart point. And I do have a little bit of turkey breast on there. Guys, if it is 98 or 99% fat-free, I do not worry about counting it. You know, it's interesting if you work this program long enough, there are tweaks that we all make to the program. Some people are really particular about it's got to be exactly the one that scans for 0 smart points. I track my 0-point foods. I limit myself as to how many 0-point foods I can have. So I don't worry about it if it's turkey breast. I count it as 0. I don't use enough of it, you know, for it to really throw me off too much. And then I made an egg. So 3 for the muffin, 1 for the creamy queso fresco chipotle Laughing Cow cheese wedge. I'm not counting for the little bit of turkey that I put on there, maybe ½ ounce of turkey. And my egg I made in my little Sistema egg cooker. I got this on Amazon. I'll try to link it down below. And one of the reasons I really like it is because it makes it the exact size that I need for my little sandwich here. And how I do that is I open it up and I crack an egg in it. I add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of non-fat plain Greek yogurt and beat that all together, and then I'll put it in my microwave. It takes mine about 1 minute and 15 seconds to cook to the you know, doneness to cook through for me to the way that I want it. And then I just take it out and open it up and put it onto my sandwich, and it is the exact right size to fit onto my little sandwich bun there. So it is 4 smart points for my toaster sandwich today, and I've got a good dose of protein. I also have my coffee I've been sipping on. I am going to count 1 smart point for my coffee. I used unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and probably not enough to equal a point, but I plan to take some with me to have another cup of coffee at work, so I'm going to count 1 smart point for the almond milk in here since I plan to have a second cup of coffee. So that's my 5 smart point breakfast. I am packing up a few things to take with me for lunch. This is what's left of the baked chicken breast I made the other night. I talked about this recipe in my favorites video. It's from Skinnyish Dish, and I will link it below. It is delicious. Brining the chicken before made all the difference. And then I just have some of the homemade rice-a-roni that I made to go with that, and some of the roasted veggies from last night. The homemade rice-a-roni, I think I made it serve 6. I basically made it to where it would be 5 smart points a serving, but this is a little bit more than a serving. So I'm going to count 7 points for the entire lunch. I also made some apple salad last night with Greek yogurt, 1 packet of pineapple drink flavoring mix, and 1 Honeycrisp apple, but I did not eat it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it with me today in case I want to eat it at work. And then I'm taking a lemon Built Bar just in case. I have a problem with snacking there sometimes, especially when I'm like stressed or busy. I don't know why. I just want to reach for all the snacks. So I'm trying to take some things you know, that will take me a while to eat that I can munch on. There's also some fruit in the office, which I know if I have fruit there in the apple salad, I will have used up my 2 servings of fruit for the day, but that's okay. So that's what I'm taking with me. I'm also going to take some unsweetened, this coffee's almost gone. I'm going to take some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, like I said in my breakfast video, and I'll go ahead and sweeten it with a little skinny syrup so I can make a cup of coffee whenever I get into the office. So that is lunch and snacks, and I'll let you know if I, you know, don't eat something, I'll just let you know what I ate. If I ate it all or just some of it, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit on that. Okay, friends, it's later and I'm having a snack. I did eat my lunch at work, but I did not eat my Built Bar or my apple salad, my yogurt apple salad, so I'll let you know if I eat those things later. But I have just reheated some banana protein muffins that I made over the weekend. It's 3 smart points for 2 of them. The recipe makes 4 of them, and it's 6 smart points total. I use Kodiak cake baking mix, protein baking mix to make that. If you want to know how to make these, the recipe is on Kim's channel. Her name is Kim, and it's Fit and Fabulous Mama, and she makes banana protein muffins. And so I'll try to link that here if you want to link and follow it. But it's just going to be 3 smart points for my muffins. I did use a little bit of this sugar-free syrup, and it'll be 0. I think you can have up to 3 tablespoons of this for 0. I don't even have, I maybe have 1 tablespoon on there drizzled over the top, and then a Diet Dr. Pepper. So since this is made with protein baking mix, it's going to give me a nice little protein kick to get through the afternoon, and it's only 3 smart points for 2 of them. I just scanned this, you guys, and it's actually 1 smart point for 3 tablespoons. I think you can have a 1/4 cup for 1 smart point. It is 0 for 1 tablespoon, and I know that I probably only put on about half a tablespoon or so. So good thing I scanned it, and that's just a reminder probably for us all, me especially, that even when we have these things that we've been using for a long time, you know, sometimes it's easy for me to forget just how many smart points it is or mistake it because I've been using it for so long. So it is 0 smart points for 1 tablespoon, and it's 1 smart point for 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, or 1/4 of a cup. Okay, you guys, it's dinner time around here. I'm getting ready to plate up everybody's plates, and I made some beef stroganoff. I used hamburger instead of beef though, and I don't really have a recipe for this. It's just something I came up with by adapting something my mom used to make growing up. So what I do is I take a pound of ground beef. I use 90-10. You can see I browned up a lot of the rest of that too in the background. And a pound of ground beef, after it is browned, it comes out, I tested this out one time, it comes out to just between 10 and 11 ounces, not 16. So if you are new to WW, or if you didn't know to do this, because I didn't know for a while, if you are using ground beef, make sure you're tracking it as cooked ground beef, not raw ground beef, because the points are different. So I take a pound of ground beef and I brown that up and I drain it. And then I usually add some onion. I was pressed for time, so I just added some dried minced onion. And then I add a can of beef consomme, and that is not beef broth. I only ever see it in Campbell's brand. It's a little bit, I don't know, thicker than beef broth, I think because it has gelatin added to it. And the whole can is 1 point, so meh. I'll add that, and then I will take about half to 2/3 a cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of flour in a mason jar, and shake it up really good, and then add that to the beef mixture. And then right before I'm ready to serve it, most stroganoff recipes, or a lot of them, call for sour cream, and so instead I just stir in about half a cup or so of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. Now when I was growing up, we ate this, believe it or not, we ate this over crunchy chow mein noodles. I don't know why, but we did, and it was delicious. You know, the kind that you buy in the bag or the canned. But I didn't buy any, so the kids are going to have theirs over noodles, and I'm going to have mine over cauliflower rice. So that's how I make that. And if I make it serve 5, it comes out to just 4 smart points a piece for the beef mixture. And since I'm using cauliflower rice, 0 points for that. So let me show you what I'm plating. Okay, so here's what it looks like plated up. This is the stroganoff. That will cost me 4 points. And just so you know, when my mom makes this, she makes it with beef stew meat, and she browns the beef, and I've done it that way too. It's easier with hamburger and me. I'll like it. And then I made just a side salad. You guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while, that I make my dressing, my vinaigrette dressing. I use olive oil, balsamic, and a dash of Dijon mustard as an emulsifier. I only used 1 teaspoon of olive oil tonight, because I'm eating this as a side salad. If I were eating a salad as an entree, I would use a full tablespoon for 4 Smart Points. But my dressing is just 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of olive oil for 1 Smart Point, 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar for 0, and just a little dot of Dijon mustard. I shake it all up, pour it on there. So my dressing is 1 Smart Point, and I have 1 Smart Point worth of feta cheese on there, so it's 2 Smart Points for my salad. So 2 for my salad, 4 for my beef stroganoff. It is a 6 Smart Point dinner. Okay, you guys, it's the end of the night, and I am going to have my yogurt apple treat. I made it yesterday, so it needs to get eaten. It's been in the fridge now for a couple days, so I'm going to have that, and I'm going to call it a day. I did have 2 Girl Scout cookies at dinner, and it was 4 Smart Points for those, like 2 Smart Points each when I put it in the tracker. We bought a couple of boxes, and we've been letting the kids pick 2 each night after dinner as we're sitting at the table, so I had 2 also. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll check in with you, I don't know, in a couple of days probably. See you soon.